It's my privilege to introduce Yale's 23rd president. Peter Salovey also is Chris Argyris Professor of Psychology. He has done pioneering work on the theory of emotional intelligence. And I must say that we're extraordinarily fortunate to have in Yale's president someone of his deep interest in teaching. Peter, we thank you for convening and hosting this conference.
I want to thank all of you for what you represent. You represent something that is of crucial importance, not just to universities, but to the world of education more broadly, and that is the foundation of a free society, which is great teaching, outstanding teaching, and in particular, with respect to this conference, how do we retain great teachers, especially in schools with the highest needs. This conference, actually, the seed for it came about last year when I was attending the White House conference on college access, and there was an interesting conversation about what could colleges and universities do in addition to simply making their admissions process more welcoming and their financial aid policies more obvious and their outreach more impactful. What could we be doing to increase our involvement with underrepresented communities, high-need communities? And one of the conversations we had at that meeting was the way in which universities could support low-income families by becoming more involved in K-12 education, especially if they were in a host city or had access to other populations where the need was greatest. And we talked about teachers' institutes, and we talked about scholarship programs like we have the New Haven Promise here in New Haven, as extensions of a university's mission beyond what simply happens on our own campuses. And got shout-outs from a couple, from Gene Sperling, from Arnie Duncan, in those contexts at the White House. It was really a source of honor and pride for us that we were all being recognized in that way. So today provides a forum to consider how universities can, not just through their policies, but also through supporting teachers in the neediest schools, ensure that students from low-income families can pursue higher education. That's the extension of what you are all doing to what we are all doing. And I take great pride in the fact that since 1978, the Yale New Haven Teachers Institute has served first the New Haven community and then provided a model for university public school partnerships around the countries. You know, from those earlier days, I don't really have to tell you this, you know it, but from those early days, it has blossomed into a national initiative to strengthen teaching in public schools, and especially to provide a model, not just for all of you, but for us, a model for how universities can support this effort explicitly. So we welcome today representatives from colleges and universities from 24 states, from Puerto Rico, from the District of Columbia. We welcome today federal officials. We welcome today Education Association presidents, and we welcome today those of you actually teaching in high-need schools. We will hear from some 60 or so teachers who represent 19 different school districts, all of them high need. We will hear from superintendents. We'll hear from other officials in those districts. We will hear from the faculty members who are partners with those teachers in teaching institutes. And we will hear from those involved in public policy around the improvement of teaching and around school reform. I want to offer a special appreciation for those of you who came from some distance to be here, especially those academic officers and leaders from institutions around the country who responded to the invitation that I sent you some months ago to participate with us in this conference and who are lending their time and energy to this endeavor. I look forward to hearing from all of you and to meeting all of you. I will be in and out over the course of the day, and I will circle back at the end of the day to the reception as well and try to meet some of you personally who I haven't had a chance to do it during the day. I want to thank you again for being here. I want to welcome you to Yale and to New Haven, and I want to embrace with you our shared commitment to both the improvement of teaching, the improvement of schools, but especially to making an education, higher education, possible for those students who have not always realized, and whose schools have not always realized, and whose families have not always realized that places like Yale University and places like your colleges and universities are places that would welcome them, and places where they can succeed if we are just if we just ensure their success in all possible ways. This will lead to a stronger citizenry for this country and beyond, and will ensure its future. Thank you all very much for being here. Once again, welcome to Yale. Welcome to New Haven. Thank you very much.